One good way to let your anger out is playing a game that just will make you freaking lose your shit. I got a good game for that. Booyah, bitch! You know, Smash Bros. Is great and all, and Tomodachi Life is fun to fuck around in, but I need a new game. Hey, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, that's a game on the 3DS. I loved the first one as a kid, I should get that. Sonic games haven't been good in a long time, have they? I mean, I guess I haven't really played many of them to be fair, but I've heard nothing but bad things. That's a demo, might as well try it out. Holy shit. He's back. He's back, motherfucker. I have never seen a game get that increasingly bad that quickly. I mean, holy crap, is that just your plan now, Sega? You're just gonna make a really awesome demo then release a shitty game? God, I just spent money that I worked for on this piece of shit. I should have gotten Luigi's Mansion. I mean, it started off really good, the game was fun, but then they had the wisps and all the gimmicks, and it's bad after the desert level. The desert map's not that great in the first place. It's just a disaster. It's just a fucking disaster. Maybe I'm going a little bit harsh on it. But this had potential to be a fucking great game. But then it has to go to its wisp bullshit and try too hard to be like Mario. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sonic Lost World. I guess I'll start off with my history with the Blue Hedgehog. Well, when I was a little kid, I really loved the first 3 games. They were classic, they were so fun. I wasn't very good at them, I still am not to this day, but they were fun. I actually did manage to beat most of them too. I didn't beat the 3rd one, but I beat the first 2. It just took me a long ass time. But, either way, I had a really good time playing them. Then we made it to 3D platforming, and that was a good time. Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 were honestly great games, and were the games of my childhood. I played a lot of video games as a kid, but those 2 were probably the most frequent, aside from Melee. They were both just a load of fun. I played them non-stop, going through the stories over and over again, doing the Chao Garden stuff. It was just fantastic. Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 had problems, but they were forgivable problems. Sonic Adventure had a really bad camera, and it also was a little bit glitchy, but it could have been a lot worse. Sonic Adventure 2 was really good, and it fixed up all the glitchy gameplay, and the camera was a lot better this time. But you do have to go for those robot levels, and I never liked them, and frankly, there's a lot of them. Next came Sonic Heroes, another game I loved as a kid. Haven't played it in years, not sure if I'd still like it, but I loved it when I was a kid, even though it's not exactly the most popular game of the franchise. Now, I really did like the cool concept of teamwork and it being 3 players, but the thing I didn't like about it is that, well, you kind of have to do the same game 4 times. Yes, there's slight differences, but most of them are just difficulty differences, and they're not really that much harder or easier on any version. And it was really just like going for the exact same game over and over again 4 times. The bosses were the same, the levels were the same, the cutscenes were slightly different, but overall, those were pretty damn similar too. Didn't hate Shadow the Hedgehog, didn't love Shadow the Hedgehog. Sonic 06 was pretty bad. We already know it. It was an unfinished game. I mean, Sega rushed Sonic Team on that one, and anyone who's like looked into the game at all will know that. This was the game though that officially put me off of Sonic. Though that doesn't mean I haven't played any other games since then. I did play that Olympic Games bullshit. I did also play a little bit of Black Knight, and I played Generations. Sonic and the Black Knight is a pretty shitty game. I played it with my little cousin because he's a huge Sonic fan. Sonic and Mario at the Olympics. Well, I played the first one, didn't care for it, never played the second one, then I played the third one, and actually, if you have some family members playing with you, it's not that bad a game. This isn't the kind of game you get your buddies over to play, but if you have like younger family members visiting, or you just want someone to do, it's a fun little party game. It's innocent, it's fun. And finally, Sonic Generations. It's a good anniversary game, I guess, but I do have 3 problems with it. One, there's those stupid missions you have to go through. You don't have a choice. You're forced to continue the story. Second problem, and this is kind of a nitpick and opinion-based, but since I didn't actually like 06 or play Unleashed or Colors, they didn't really have any impact on me, so once I was done with the Renaissance generation, I was pretty much done with the game. And finally, that fucking final boss. I don't need to say anymore. Anyone else who's played the game knows exactly what I'm talking about right now. But then there was Sonic Lost World. God, did it fuck up pretty quickly. The level structure was pretty similar to the one in Mario Galaxy, but I was okay with that because it still had that fast pace and that just, awesome action that you had in the old games, like the home and attack, all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the first 2 levels very much. But then you make it to the desert map, which is a little bit annoying because they bring the wisps back. I never played Colors, but I didn't think it looked fun because of the wisps. My friend Stuart claims otherwise, but were they the same way in this game? Because in Lost World, they are pretty shitty. I mean, I absolutely hated playing as them in Lost World, and they take up so much of the levels, and that's the problem. It's not so much the platforming that's bad, it's the wisps. I hate them so much. I don't want to play with them. They're not even the gimmick of this game. The gimmick of this game is you're going planet to planet, and you have to use like the Wii U or the 3DS special features to get for the levels, but why did you have to bring back the fucking Wisp? I don't want to play as the fucking Wisp. I didn't even know that you were going to make me play as the fucking Wisp, because you didn't tell me. Okay, they probably did tell you in the commercials, but the game didn't say anything about the Wisp, so I don't want to play as the Wisp. I don't like it. That's basically what ruined the game for me, is the Wisps. They take up so much of the levels, and I just can't stand playing as them. It's not even that it's that hard, it's just so fucking boring. And I guess my other problem is there are times where it's starting to become like really a platformer rather than just like speedy action. It's trying to be like Mario basically, and I don't think that they need to do that. Even though they have tried to be like them for a long time now, they always had that unique style to them where they would try something new, and it was always original. This game doesn't feel very original. So yeah, I don't like how it kind of tries to be like a Mario game. Because, that's not what Sonic is. It's not about, technique platforming. It's about going fast and blowing shit up, and that's why people like Sonic games. With that being said, is the game a complete lost cause? Lost, but I don't think so. Like, there is good platforming in all the levels. There is a lot of fun. There is still that speedy action sometimes. It's just, I can't stand the Wisps. It's such a big issue, and it's not like they're just a minor part of the game. They're involved in so many levels. There's so many levels where you have to use the Wisps throughout the entire thing, and again, that's not fun. That's not what you want to do when you're playing a game like this. You already went with that gimmick, and you had to go for it again. This could have been something different, but no, bring the fucking Wisps back. I know I'm going off about this a lot, but I fucking hate the Wisps. But the platforming is fun at times. The level designs can be pretty cool. I do like the game's music. I guess the only other issue I could see with the game is that story, but, I'm not really here to criticize a game story because it's a Sonic the Hedgehog game, and obviously it's not going to have a really intense story. At least the old games had an adventure feeling to it. This one kind of just comes off as Sonic and Tails making a bunch of mustache jokes to Eggman. I don't know why. I mean, if anything, actually make fat jokes. Why mustache jokes? I don't know. Oh, I should also mention that the jokes fucking suck, but I think most of you probably already guessed that. Now keep in mind I'm using the 3DS version, the Wii U version could be better, but overall, the game has one big flaw to me, and I've already said it a million times, the Wisps, but without that, it could have been a good game, and I can't deny that I didn't have some fun with it. I did actually kind of like the boss battles, which I might be one of a few. I thought the levels were kind of cool. I thought that some of them had a really unique design to them. I think there was a lot of good features. Like, I liked how you could use the 3DS screen itself to move the platforms around sometimes. I thought that was kind of cool. But it does go down a lot because of the whips. So if I had to give it like a 1 to 10 rating, which I normally don't do, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10 because half the game is really good. It's just the other half is so bad. But you know, I can't say I hated getting it, and I did play the whole thing, but I should have gotten Luigi's Mansion. That's really all it comes down to, because I feel like I would have had a lot more fun with that. The very second I told Stuart I was going to get either one of them, he's like, which one did you get? And I said, Lost World. He says, Michael, fuck you, I'm going to go to your house and murder you. He didn't say that, but he was being Stuart. 06 is what originally put me off of Sonic. This is what permanently put me off of Sonic. I'll always have fond memories of you, buddy, but me and you are through.